cosmetics, and she's been doing amazing in the cosmetics industry. She caters to beauty enthusiasts. She is a skilled accountant. What is getting me about you is the fact that you're practicing everything that you are. Like, you're not leaving anything on tap. So she's a skilled accountant. She loves to cook, and then she decided, do you know what? I really love to cook. Why don't I start a vlog for people? And she has thousands of people on that vlog who always go there for recipes. I'm one of them. I have a favorite recipe of hers. You have this potato salad recipe that, is a must try. I'm like, you haven't had that potato salad recipe. It's so different. The dishes you find on her channel are just amazing, and she does a blend of fashion and food. It's like, okay, these are the two things I'm very passionate about. So how about we make a living out of it. Hi Barriat, that's what I like to call her. Do you prefer Barriat or do you prefer Evelyn?
I actually prefer Barriat.
I knew it. With the way you were smiling, I said hi Barriat. She's all blushing from ear to ear. Hi gorgeous.
Hey,
how you feeling?
I'm okay.
All right, let's get into the conversation. Yeah, I like it when we start just from the scratch. Everybody has a foundation. Everybody has a beginning. So before Barriat's Cosmetics started, before it came to be, who is Evelyn? I just want the story of your journey, starting out in life.
So Evelyn is your next door neighbor. Evelyn is your...
We don't live next door each other. Evelyn, what are you saying?
Evelyn is just your typical down-to-earth girl that just loves beauty. She loves good food. And it didn't start now.
Okay.
My mom loved to entertain a lot.
So she was like host. You guys always had parties?
Always. And I didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
Because I had to do a lot of work. But I find myself really entertaining, always cooking all the time now that I have grown older. And I don't see it as a chore. I just see it as something really nice to do for people.
Okay.
Then also, I just loved how my skin...
You like the beauty thing?
Feels.
Have you always been that kid that would be self-conscious, stand in front of a mirror?
Not really, not particularly.
So how did it become
that
this?
Kind of a kid.
How did you become this adult that likes fashion?
I just, as a teenager, I won't stand looking at the mirror, no. But I liked a glow on anybody's skin.
Oh.
If you know Kaduna people, we have really good skin.
Okay.
So
some Kaduna PR going on.
Yes. Right. So as a teenager, I love the fact that your skin should remain the way it should, but
it should glow. Now that you've mentioned skin glowing, lately the word glow has been, I'd say, used as some sort of synonym for bleaching.
Yep.
So do you ascribe to that when you say, because I know your cosmetics company, you make this skincare products for people to use. Do you use it, do you create bleaching creams? Let me just say that.
No, I do not.
Toning creams?
I discourage it. So the fact is, yes, toning creams exist.
Okay.
It depends on the percentage of these ingredients, the additives you're using. It depends on all of that. But because most Nigerians want to be light-skinned, they go overboard with the percentages. So that becomes a bleaching
What's the
cream.
difference between a bleaching cream and what's the difference between bleaching and toning? Leave the cream. Bleaching and toning.
Bleaching, you're basically stealing away from the melanin, natural melanin that God has given to you. You're killing it. That's what bleaching is.
What's toning?
Toning is like exfoliating and taking care of your skin by getting rid of the
Dead cells?
build up of dirt.
Oh.
So that's just it. That's what toning is. Bleaching is you are killing your skin.
Lately, there was a drag by a very dark man on certain skin brands. Saying, "Oh, you're not registered by the NAFDAC and whatnot." Have you undergone NAFDAC registration?
No, I haven't.
Okay, and then you still sell your products?
I do, because I am not promoting bleaching. I'm not saying that's the reason why I haven't gotten NAFDAC. To get NAFDAC is not easy. That's the truth.
What are some of the challenges that you think are pulling small cosmetic brands and businesses away from getting their NAFDAC registrations and certifications?
It's actually really hard, because they require a lot of things from you. And then if you're starting small scale, that's kind of difficult. They want you to have a place set up like let's say like a lab, because you're talking skin.
Yeah.
And that's a lot for a small business.
And your customers do trust your brand, irrespective whether or not it's been NAFDAC approved?
I will say yes, because I am my billboard. I'm a walking billboard.
I mean, you walked into the studio and all I could tell, oh boy, her skin is good. Lord God, what are you going to say? I mean, if I want to start a skincare routine now and, I want to start being more conscious about my skin and whatnot, what are some of the things you would say, start to pay attention to?
I will say have a routine that is consistent. Most times people are excited about, skincare. If you're not consistent, or if you do not plan to be consistent, don't even bother.
Really?
Yeah.
It's that tricky?
Yes, it is that tricky. If you're not consistent, you will not see the results.
Okay.
That's the truth. But I will not recommend having like 20 products.
Oh, because that's a thing. You go on Instagram and then you see people like there's a first
this one,
before
that
there's like
one.
12 quotes.
Thank you. And everybody is hopping on the Korean skin. Are you Korean? You're black and you are beautiful.
Okay.
So tone it down.
Do you think that the Korean skincare is just a trend, like it's just a name, or do you think it's a real thing?
It's a real thing, but it is also a trend.
Okay.
Because especially black people, you don't need too much for your skin to work. I would recommend you exfoliate, not every day, maybe once in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Because too much exfoliating also damages your natural barriers. Now, apart from exfoliating, I will say wash your face, because you're exposed to a lot of things. Wash your face every day.
Okay.
2 times.
Twice a day?
Yes.
So when you shower, that's it?
When you shower, yeah, but with a face wash.
Wala. You see, if I did not push now, because which one now is with your face wash? Is it
because
did it not just
the
wash
properties in a face wash are tailored for your face.
Is the skin on the face different from the skin on the body? Because there's always something for the face. There are face cleansers, there's face toner, there's face foam, wash thingy, something, there's face everything.
Why do you sound like you're against us?
I sound like y'all making this beauty thing really difficult for people. Like, how many of these things, if someone is a minimalist, those people that naturally are just not inclined towards skincare,
you can just scrub your face once in 2 weeks and you'll be fine. But as you get older, it is recommended that you have a routine that you work with.
A routine.
A routine, and I will simplify it for you.
Okay.
You wash, you tone, and moisturize.
You wash, you tone, and you moisturize.
That's all.
What does toning do?
So what it does is, when you wash, you rid your face of some of its natural pH. So the toner now balances that, while I am being careful using the word brighten, because it doesn't brighten as per bleach.
Okay, so it doesn't like change your complexion.
No, it doesn't.
It just makes you like glow. Okay, I think we can relate with that.
And then you moisturize. But we're in Nigeria, and Abuja is suddenly extremely hot.
Girl,
so please.
as we're speaking now, it's like 37 degrees outside. I have no idea who left the gates of hell open. Someone did that.
So you need to have sunscreen applied on your face.
Do you need sunscreen only when you go out, or you need it even when you are indoors?
Even when you're indoors.
Pourquoi?
Yes.
Why?
Because is your house sealed?
I mean, in a way, I have a roof.
Your house is not sealed at the end of the day. But when I am asked questions, I try to be as practical
as possible. Okay.
When I'm indoors, trust me, I do not use
your
sunscreen. No. It is recommended, but I don't. Because some sunscreens are not cheap. So you want to be...
Now, there's this thing about sunscreen. How do you know a good one from a bad one? There are some that have this white cast when you use them. How can you tell a good sunscreen product from one that is just going to give you the white cast, or from a bad one, really? How do you see a sunscreen?
Sometimes
and that's a bad one?
That a sunscreen leaves white cast doesn't mean it is bad.
Okay.
It is just the wrong sunscreen for your skin tone.
Okay.
You're probably using sunscreen that is meant for white people. Because most times when they formulate, they actually do not think of you. That is why now we have black-owned companies coming up and formulating for us.
For the blacks.
For the black people. Even though some white people are paying attention to our skin tone now. So if you have white cast, it doesn't really mean that it's fake, even though sometimes, some of them are fake. It's just the wrong sunscreen.
Okay. Now, I've seen on sunscreens, you see different labels, UV, B15, B32.
The higher the UV, is basically the protection it gives to your skin, the better.
So which one would you say is best?
I use 100. So
UV 100.
Yes.
Long, up there. 100%. Okay. So you're hearing it from the experts now. We're supposed to be using UV 100. Is there a better way to use your sunscreen, like to apply it? And some people will say apply on 3 fingers. Some will say just put dots. Others will say tap the face. Is there? I like that you are doing that. So today we will debunk all. We will know who is just creating content for the sake of it.
So, like I said, I'm a very practical person. All of those things may work for you. It may not work for me. And we don't live in each other's pockets. If you tell me to spread my sunscreen in 3 fingers and it finishes in 1 week, and I bought that sunscreen maybe 10,000 naira, that means I'll spend 40,000 naira
in a month.
On sunscreen. Be wise.
So you're saying invariably, or inadvertently rather, that the quantity of sunscreen you use is not equal to using sunscreen right?
According to the experts. But according to me, just be smart. For me, I don't do that 3 fingers because personally, I feel it's a waste of product.
Okay.
Because why am I applying product on my face in excess? Even though you take time to blend and blend and blend and blend and blend and blend. Like, who has time for that?
To keep doing that, to get all of it in your skin,
you.
Right? I mean, you sound really practical right now. Now, we've heard several times our black skin is already bound to protect us, like from the sun, right? It absorbs the sun. It does well in the sun, our skin. Why are we then using sunscreen?
Because even though it is protected, it needs protection.
So now, what are the disadvantages of not using sunscreen? Because we've heard things like, oh, you can cause
Sunburn.
sunburn.
Yeah, you'll be surprised that black people get sunburn.
Like light-skinned black people, not
even
Caucasian.
dark people. I have seen dark people get sunburn.
That have never tampered with your skin.
Yep.
People with healthy black,
Yes.
like real
Yes.
rich.
I've seen
melanin
someone's
skin.
neck
Burn.
get sunburned.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a myth that sunscreen doesn't work for black people. That's not true. We actually need sun protection, especially today's sun.
Really?
Yeah, we need
And some people
protection
say
from it.
causes cancer. Not using it can expose you to skin cancer. Do you think it's one of those Google related finds? When you have a headache and you check Google, it will tell you that you're going to die in the next 3 hours.
second.
So, do you think that's one of the?
Is there anything that doesn't cause cancer these days? In everything in life, I just believe that being practical just works for everybody.
Mm-hmm. Now,
Use a sunscreen.
my concerns about this use of sunscreen is I don't want to say I'm of the opinion. I've just heard a lot of talk. Some people are of the opinion that this sunscreen thing is just one of those ways that they try to get people to buy particular products, like some kind of marketing strategy. Because our parents did not use sunscreen.
And they were okay.
And exactly. And what's the percentage of black people that actually get sunburnt, as opposed to? I'm in the sun a lot. I'm not a fan. The way I talk, you'd know I'm a grab and go girl. I use my Ori and I move on with my life.
Tell.
Thank you very
much. But your
much.
skin is beautiful.
Thank you. Hereditary, baby. Thank you very much. I was saying, right? And I'm good. I've never had sunburns or anything. Sometimes you're out in the field for very long hours and you're in the sun dealing with all of that. And you're chill. You're not burning. The only people I've actually I've seen
light-skinned people.
Yeah, or people that have tampered, those that have gone to go and bleach.
Yeah.
Then the moment they're in the sun for a bit, you just notice that
they become red.
And they start having very...
You're making a point there. But some of our parents that didn't use all these things, I will say, did not know that it was necessary.
And they were good anyway.
They were good, yeah. Some of us that are even using the sunscreen are good. But it's just, like for me, I have seen, like I said, I'm a practical person. I have seen the advantage of using sunscreens. When I do not use sunscreens, I actually have sunburn.
Oh, you do?
True. Especially on my hands.
I don't want to push
when I drive.
But I want to be like, I want to go like, maybe it's because you've exposed your hand to sunscreen. Yeah, because you have already started showing it the sunscreen and whatnot. But,
especially my hands, because of driving, I use sunscreen because this Abuja sun.
This Abuja sun. Now, let's talk about some of the things that you can actually eat so that you can be radiant from within. Maybe that's why I have good skin.
Now I am excited.
Now you're excited. Because we brought food.
So, I love food. My God. I love good food. I love homemade food. Yeah.
I remember when you said I love food, I was like, yeah, me too. And you said homemade food. I'm like, girl, come on now. We're living it at food, okay? Just good food. What's up with the homemade food? So I'm guessing you love
with
to cook.
the homemade food, you are in charge of everything that goes in. You're sure. Most of the meals we eat outside has a lot of sugars.
Well, yeah.
And that's not too good for you. So, to your question, I love salads. Like,
I can literally hear it in your
my
voice.
best meals has to be salads.
To the average Nigerian, when you hear salads, you're thinking coleslaw. You go to a restaurant, an everyday eatery, you're like, can I have a salad? And they're bringing out coleslaw. If you say, can I have a coleslaw? They're looking at you like,
it has to be salad.
So, but what's the difference? Help us. How do we know the difference between coleslaw and a salad?
So salads are basically, in my opinion, what you make in a plate. I give you an example. A salad that will achieve for you a glowing skin has to be salads that have lots of fiber. And when I say fiber, I'm not saying heavy stuff. It can be lettuce. It has a lot of water.
So fiber
in it.
actually has advantages on skin.
It does.
It's not just good for your gut alone. It's good for your skin.
It's good for your skin.
Oh, okay.
The advantage. Now, for fiber in salads, vegetables, or fruits, what it does for you is it is feeling. So when you eat them, when you eat foods that have fiber, you don't get hungry quickly. And then what you add in your salad or your smoothie can help with detoxing. So when you detox, you glow. That's just a simple definition
So when you detox,
of why, you glow.
So whatever cleans your gut makes you glow.
Yeah, it helps you to glow.
Oh, that's
So
the
your
math
gut,
of it.
yeah. Detox can come in form of helping your gut, which is your tummy, things in your tummy, all those rubbish, all the nyama, get them out. Or when you sweat. When you sweat a lot, you're detoxing.
So you're saying exercise is good for skin?
Exercise is good, and then if you add ginger, black pepper, white peppercorns, you add even the red pepper flakes to your salads. It burns and then you're sweating. Not really bad, hot, like, but it helps. No, not that type. Gradually, you find yourself sweating, which helps. And exercise is highly recommended.
Let's talk about hydrating. Because if there's anything listeners of Lifestyle 360 will hold me, they will hold me like this. They'll be like, madam, leave us, let us hear what is hydrating. I'm always like, have you had water today? How important, because maybe if they hear it from someone else, they'll take me seriously. How important is drinking water, and how much water should we be consuming?
So, I think I am the right person to ask that question. When we started, you had asked, who is Evelyn? Who is Barriet? So, apart from being a beauty and food enthusiast, I'm also a kidney donor. Yeah. So, I donated one of my kidneys to my mother.
Oh.
Unfortunately, she didn't make it.
Oh. So, you've got like one kidney now.
Yeah.
That's a whole other episode. That's a whole new episode, girl. Like we could go on this for another 30 minutes, and I've got like 3 minutes to wrap up the show.
So I would say quickly, you need water because of your kidneys, because of your heart, because of your liver. You need to take water. All the food you take in, most of them have toxins, so water helps to flush them out. I will give you a practical demonstration. Imagine all the food you eat and the kidney is a sieve. If you do not drink water, how does it sieve out what is toxic and then what is good and send all of that to your bloodstream for nutrition and vitality? So you need water, a lot of it.
You've heard her. You need water, lots of it. Okay, you can save yourself a lot from drinking water to the right proportion. You can overdrink water,
yes,
but
you can.
chances are you live in Abuja. I doubt you can overdrink water in Abuja
with this heat,
because you are sweating it out and you pee it out. You just drink it.
Just replace it.
I don't know how to beg y'all anymore. Like,
drink water.
Drink so much water. Just keep drinking water. Thank you
Please.
very much, Evelyn, for coming on the show. You are definitely. I'm not asking. You are coming back, and we're going to talk about your kidney donation journey, and because it's a whole new world. It's a whole different world. The dieting around it, the things you cannot do. I really have questions like, is it true you can't drink alcohol after you donate a kidney and you've got just one?
Well, I have never had any alcohol in my life, so I wouldn't know.
You see, these are the issues. We're definitely going to have another episode. Thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you.
Evelyn is saying that she's very interested in doing a giveaway. So you're listening to the show right now and you want products from Barriet Cosmetics. All you got to do is send a message and tell us why you want what product. Tell us why you want what cosmetic product. And if the cosmetic product is giving, if the reason
Is given.
if it's giving per, I'm in my Gen Z vibe today. Y'all gonna collect. If it's giving per, we're gonna pick you. So the number to send the message to is 0700 010 961 961. In the subsequent episodes of VOP Lifestyle 360, we're going to read out your reasons, and when we pick winners, you're going to come down to the station and get them. Yes?
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Barriat, for coming to the
Thank you
house.
so much.
And thank you for listening to Lifestyle 360. My name is Chiwa Blessing. Don't forget to follow Voice of the People on YouTube. It is VOP Abuja, or Voice of the People Abuja. Trust me, you get to see how gorgeous she is, and her skin, my God. It's live, so we're not doing Photoshop. You can see the screen. What she's saying is actually true, okay? Just do what you gotta, live a healthy life. The news at 6 comes up at 6. In the interim, I'll be playing you beautiful music, starting off with Clean Bandit, Rather Be, featuring